Hello, I'm Josh Ainsworth, and this is my rig. I chose to use ZBrush's Super Average Man as my model, which in hindsight was a relatively bad idea, as the model is quite high poly and some of the cuts for animation, especially around the arms, pretty poor, but I've managed to use a lot of the techniques to minimise any deformation of the mesh. It's controlled with a graphical interface and use of gimbals and dummies. The graphical interface mainly used to control the fingers and blend within the arms. Starts off the main controls down here. As you can see, the interface follows it wherever it goes. We've got torso twist. It does start to deform at extremes, but the human body can only twist to about here, so it's quite a realistic movement. I chose to use the triple IK for the foot, as it made most sense to me from an anatomy standpoint. With the legs themselves, the model, the bulge at the top instead of at the bottom, which is where it would bulge in that, so I had to use a skin morph to essentially bring the whole leg down for that movement. Of course, it's mirrored on the other leg as well. The spine, it's a custom spine IK. A lot of bones used because the model itself is quite high poly, so you need more control. Allows for movement within the spine itself, although there isn't that much degree of freedom within the human body, so it doesn't need too much movement allowed. For the head, it's controlled primarily using its control over here, so it follows the position of within the for the shoulders. I've got two gimbals, sharper rotation of the arms. The arms themselves have got a IK blend system in place, which is controlled by the graphical interface. Select the arm, and you can switch between the two quite easily. Again, it works for the others on as well. Just move that up there. See both the arms and the legs, for the kinematics have pointers for the elbows and knees respectively. The arms themselves also had a skin morph applied to help with the deformation around the elbow and to give a slight bulge in the bicep. There's a slight bulge within the bicep. The hands, they're controlled exclusively using the hand controls here, so we've got custom attributes set up for manipulating the hand. So we've got moving the fingers in and out, and splaying as well. So if you'll get it set up to make a fist. Instead of having one control to make a fist exclusively, when I animate I prefer to have as much control as possible over all the different attributes, so I had them more separate. Remove this one. Got a relatively decent fist. The problem with the model as well, you can't get the fingers too close together when making the fist. We also have wrist controls here for the IK wrist in red and the FK wrist in green, following the trend within the arm. So again, moving this will move the wrist. And it stops at logical points within anatomy, so they can't go any further than the human body can itself. So yeah, that is everything my rig has to offer. So it's got control of hands, wrists, arms blending between IK and FK. Body's got a customizable spline, IK. The head's controlled. Controlled up here. Legs, triple IK system. And the whole body's controlled here with the mesh. If to continue this further, I'll probably end up looking into more skin morphs to hide some more deformation, and a lot of Max script to hopefully transfer all of this onto one GUI instead of having to go to menus and so on. Right, that's it. Cheers.